up, YouTube? It's your boy Ronald Woods from Outlet Podcast, man. Chilling. I'm on the way to Florida right now, and I'm trying to do this recording while I'm driving thing. Because I have a lot of video ideas that pop up in my head, but a lot of times I don't necessarily want to stop the truck to fucking like put the shit together and record it and all that shit. So I'm gonna give it a go and see how things go today with this, and just see how I feel about it. Sometimes, you know, discovery takes risk, and I'm not saying I'm putting myself in danger by doing it. But I'm just saying, like, sometimes you have to do some shit that's out of the box a little bit. I don't mind going against the grain. Anyway, so I'm sitting here thinking to myself, you know, I done hung out, been kicking it here and there, and the one word that popped in my mind is something that someone called me a very, very long time ago. Actually, it was one of my friends. I'm like, no, god damn it. Who the fuck called me? Somebody called me a bugaboo a long ass time ago. This shit might have been like 6 years ago, right? And I remember how much it irritated me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it kind of got me thinking, like, damn, not me as a late. What I'm saying, like, motherfuckers need their space, is what I'm basically getting at. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you find yourself so attracted to a motherfucker, it makes you pull toward them harder than you should. To the point where you violate their boundaries. And a bugaboo is basically a motherfucker that pretty much just blows up your phone. Now, again, there's nothing wrong with a person blowing you up and chasing you and pursuing you, and if the interest is mutual. You know what I'm saying? You can't force that. But what I'm saying is, you know, you don't want to do it to the extent to which you drive a person off. And this is water, by the way, so before you motherfuckers open your mouth talk about I'm drinking soda. But, nah, like, I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with pursuing someone that you really want. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when it gets to the point where it becomes like obsession and you being in their face a little too much, you know what I'm saying? Then you probably need to learn to dial it back a bit. You feel me? Like, I wouldn't want to be the person that's sitting there like, and again, it's happened to me before. I'm trying to turn this down. Fucking, what's that shit? Cruise control up. I've been that person a long time ago. And I remember how annoyed I felt when the girl said it. She was like, you a bugaboo. Like, ever since then, I have trouble, like, texting people, like blowing people up. Like, and a motherfucker might actually like me like that. Like, want me to talk. But what I'm saying is, even if you like somebody, sometimes you should do the opposite. And just kind of, like, you know, chill a little bit. Like, your interest in something might be a 10, but you should kind of give it about a 6. Like, don't feel like because you like somebody to the extent that you like them that they feel the same way mutually, is what I'm saying. Like, and there's nothing wrong with liking somebody to that extent. And I gotta watch my speed because I've been floating this motherfucker by accident. That's not to say you shouldn't show it, but I'm just saying, like, just, I think there's a healthy balance that can be maintained with people if you just understand the person that you're dealing with. And lately I've been kind of on some chill shit, so I'm kind of just mellowing out. For one, I don't have the time to be a thought in a truck. You would think that it would be the opposite, where I'm just like all over the place. But as of late, I'm chilling out, man. Like, I'm out here to make money. I don't care to necessarily be a whore like that. With anything that you do, as far as like even dating women and stuff like that, you have to put time into it. And I simply don't care to make the time to be a thought to 6 motherfuckers. Like, pussy ain't but so good. But anyway, there's a healthy balance that can be maintained with dealing with anyone. Sometimes, like, the more you interested in, like, if you catch yourself way too interested, sometimes you need to just, like, okay, let them breathe a little bit. Because I not so long ago had that experience happen to me where the motherfucker was in my face a little too much, and I just had to be like, you know what, relax. Like, trust me, like, you be wanting to really be on some type of shit where you chasing somebody really hard and you want to give them all this energy like, damn, like, you like, I like this motherfucker that much? Like, but again, what I'm saying is there's a balance to everything. Like, you might want it, but if they don't want it the same way, then, you know, it's not going to be much use, and it's not going to do a lot of justice for you to be in somebody's face to that extent if they don't want it mutually. Like, and again, as far as the girlfriend concept is concerned, like, sometimes when y'all are friends, when y'all just kicking it and y'all hanging out, it's a lot less complicated because people get to come and go as they please. Not saying relationships can't be good if, you know, I hate when people come in front of me with a car. Why? Not saying that it can't be maintained healthy, you know, healthy, and with a lot of positive energy. Y'all have a lot of fun doing shit. Time. And y'all don't, you know, y'all have fun doing fun shit. Cool. But when you make a motherfucker your girlfriend and shit, that means they taking on the responsibility of being that person. Like, you're the focal point of everything at that point. Like, I'm responsible for your sexual needs, somewhat your financial shit, and your situation. Like, if a motherfucker is a junkie and I date you, then I'm assuming responsibility for all of that. Like, knowing you at that time. But when you just friends with a motherfucker, you can kind of just hang out, kick it, y'all have your fun, y'all still be associated with each other, love each other. But it comes with the level of freedom. Like, okay, I might like a girl to that extent, but if we're just friends, you still can see who you want to see and do what you want to do regardless of how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And I've reached this place with it where I'm just like, shit, I'm more comfortable with a motherfucker being my friend, because when you friends with somebody, and I don't get off topic here, but I'm not, but when you friends with somebody, y'all coexist around each other, and y'all fuck with each other, and y'all there with each other because y'all want to be there with each other. When you somebody's girlfriend or boyfriend, it's like, unless you're ready to assume the responsibility of everything that comes with that, like, when you're somebody's girlfriend or boyfriend, you're basically saying that this is gonna go somewhere. Like, we're building towards something. And again, I'm not so opposed to that at this point in my life, but at the same time, it's like, I think I can handle being responsible for a motherfucker. It's not the hardest job in the world. It's just a matter if you want to do it or not. Again, I used to be like, man, fuck love. Like, I used to be anti-love and, you know, so angry about love. I used to be kind of a whore about it. Like, now it's just more so like, I like kicking it with a motherfucker that we have mutual interests on shit. Like, and again, that's really the point of this whole thing, because it's like, you might meet somebody, y'all have that mutual interest on things that y'all like to do stuff together, y'all like to have fun together, and life can be just a blast. But what I'm saying is, it's healthy to give people their space to breathe. Like, because when you like a person, a lot of times you be wanting to, like, laying on them, like, listen, bitch, you're everything, and I'm gonna treat you like you're everything, and that person might not be ready for all that. Like, some people just enjoy the situation for what it is, and y'all just get along and have fun, and it's a thing, and it works. Now, again, if it progresses to a point where y'all want to be on that, and you can handle the responsibility of it, I think more of these discussions need to happen before y'all niggas start letting motherfuckers on the internet, like, coach y'all into having a motherfucking girlfriend when you really not ready for all that shit. Like, a girlfriend is a responsibility just like a kid is. It might not be as much. Like, I feel like these conversations need to come up when motherfuckers want to have kids and shit. Like, motherfuckers just be wanting to have kids off the strength of having kids. Like, oh, I just love you and I want to have a kid with you. Man, listen, that is a biological tie for the rest of your life. Like, I think having a kid is actually more of a commitment than being married to a motherfucker. Like, you can get out of a marriage, you can undo a marriage. You can't undo a kid. You are literally jammed with a motherfucker for life with that kid. But anyway, what I'm saying is, you know, as far as this bucket, I don't mean to be all over the place, but it's just certain shit that it's one of those topics that laps over into other shit. Because again, sometimes you want to keep a person around long term. Like, I've caught myself being more like that. Like, and I didn't realize I was dating like that till recently. Like, damn. Like, okay, I can have a one-night stand, but I'm not the kind of person that likes one-night stands. I don't care to just sleep with somebody once if I like you like that. I'd rather it be a consistent thing. Like, I feel better with someone that I've known for a while versus like, I want to just meet a chick and fuck her off the bat. I don't care to necessarily fuck girls on the first date no more. Like, I'm not even really out here dating like that because quite honestly, I simply don't have the time. And what am I really getting out of it? Like, what am I getting out of being a whore like that? Like, it's cool to a certain extent, and it's leisure and it's fun. But like, are we connected? Are we really kicking it? Are we close? Like, do we talk? Like, do we share shit? This is the stuff I'm starting to really wrap my mind around as of late. Like, do we really have common interest on things that we like? And again, it's what kept me kind of dating this in this style of where it's like we're long-term friends type thing, because it's like I think I'm making you like a girlfriend, but I'm not making like you're a girlfriend, but you're not assuming the responsibility of one. So it kind of was like I would catch myself putting people in these positions to where it's like we're around long term, but we're not really like committed necessarily. But we enjoy each other's company. And I'm the kind of person, I don't like to necessarily quit people. It takes a lot for me to quit somebody. Like, it takes a whole lot. And again, in the span of keeping shit going long term, my point is, don't be pushy on someone. Like, a lot of shit changes over the course of years with people. You might meet a motherfucker, and she might be on some slut shit, and that's all she cared about at the time. Well, people grow, people change, people adapt, things happen. Like, be consistent with people, and what I'm basically getting at in a nutshell is understand people's boundaries and space. When you really want to fuck with a motherfucker, if you want to fuck with this motherfucker for a long time, understand their changes. Understand that people have different interests. Understand that people are gonna, fall back. Like, something that you think you in the moment with a motherfucker and you feel like it's gonna last forever, but some things change and people grow apart, and all I'm saying is be understanding, and that's really what this whole thing encompasses. Like, be understanding of the changes of the person that you're fucking with. If you like them that much and you really want them to be around that long, like, understand that sometimes a motherfucker might not talk to your ass for a week. It don't be nothing personal, they just like, I don't feel like, dealing with it right now. And I think that's the beauty of having someone as a friend versus like having a chick as a girlfriend. And again, I'm not necessarily opposed to it all the way like I used to be. But when you have a motherfucker as a friend versus like a girl can leave and take a break from the shit and, hey, I just need a day off from our thing and we go fuck with each other later on, cool. But when you a girlfriend, listen, that's a 24/7 non-stop job. It's the same way a kid is, the same way a marriage is. Like, somebody has to be on that situation. Like, it takes management. That's all I'm saying. To make a long story